This is the Ghetto Free Press, and this is the voice of George Boston Rhymes. The voice in the ghetto, reporting what you did not read about in the Valdosta Daily Times, what you did not view on your TV stations, nor did you hear it on your radio stations. But as some people are saying, the crap on YouTube. So what you are hearing is what some call crap. But we know the value of what we need to know in order to get us up out of the mud. This young man here is Bobby Worthy, and we want you to listen to him. I didn't read much in the paper the other day following the rally with 412 people on Saturday. But then again, this is a pattern, and this is a practice, to ignore the news in our community. And we have proven that over and over again. And we hope that one day somebody in Atlanta or somebody in Macon or somebody in Americas will come and start a newspaper that will be diverse, where all the people will feel like they are part of this beloved community. And Valdosta is a beautiful place to live. It's a good place to retire. It's a good place to raise your children. It's just that a lot of more work needs to be done. Now, Bobby Worthy, to the people of Valdosta. Listen, please.
All right. How y'all doing? Listen. Hey, listen, we kind of, I like to hear a lot of roar. Listen, at the count of three, when I say no justice, I want y'all to say no peace with a roar so hard that KJ in heaven to hear it itself. At the count of three, when I say no justice, y'all say no peace, and I want this cup, I want this yard, this block. Now listen, Sheriff Prime, the G.B.R, you have lied.
Now you notice he just called somebody a lie. That's not the flavor of my nature, and that ain't the nature of my flavor, but I do believe in telling the truth. And if he have enough power to tell the truth, and if what he's going to say is the truth, then it is what it is. This is Bobby Worthy, Justice League United. Listen, please.
Truth has come out. Damn reckoning is coming your way. From day one, Sheriff Prime, I told you, if I found out you had something to do with this young man's murder, I'm going to put the handcuffs on you myself. And I tell you, I stand by the day. If it comes out, you better hope they get to you before I do.
Did you hear any of that on your television stations? Did you read about this in the Valdosta Daily Times? Did you hear it on your radio stations? Were you there? If you were not, it's okay, because this will be a part of the historic archival record of the Black, African American, and white right community for all times. For all time. This will not be lost. It will be maintained. We want the world to know what the Valdosta Daily Times, our only newspaper, we want the entire world to know what is being published and what is not being published under our form of government. And we are a nation of laws, and we talk about freedom of speech here in the United States of America, and we talk about freedom of the press. We must understand that we are not who we claim to be as a community, as a state, as a nation, or as a world, but who we prove ourselves to be over a given period of time. And once again, this picture you cannot see. You can't even see that picture. You can't see it. And I would be embarrassed. I really would. In this day and time, they got all kind of cameras that can take pictures where nobody should look like that. Be that as it may, we had better wake up, y'all. This is Bobby Worthy. Let's listen again.
Because you, justice is coming your way. Now listen, these people spoke about voting. Let me explain something about voting.
Wait a minute. I think I need to back this up again. I'm sorry, y'all. Let's see if we can back this up again.
You don't realize.
All right, let's try again.
I stand by the day. If it comes out, you better hope they get to you before I do. Because you, justice is coming your way. Now listen.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I don't like to keep nobody ignorant, and I don't want to omit anyone. Let me start over again, near the beginning.
The G.B.R, you have lied. The truth has come out. Damn reckoning is coming your way. From day one, subprime, I told you, if I found out you had something to do with this young man's murder, I'm going to put the handcuffs on you myself. And I tell you, I stand by the day. If it comes out, you better hope they get to you before I do. Because justice is coming your way. Now listen, these people spoke about voting. Let me explain something about voting. People don't realize if you have a record, if you are completely through with your charges, or if you have a felony, you have completed your sentences and all your fines, your voting rights are automatically restored. You can vote. If you got people in the jails that haven't been charged, convicted yet, they can vote. Now, with that said, my heart goes out to the Johnson family. I get angry a lot, so I'm going to try to tone it down. These people up here have been fighting this case. Larry Lockett, the district coordinator for the NAACP, has been on the ground with this from the start. And I'll let y'all give applause to Mr. Lockett.
Let me add that Larry Lockett is district coordinator. He was standing right over here. You also had Brother Neesmith. You had quite a few coordinators and other people from Waycross, from Coffee County, from various other NAACP branches that was here. But they was not interviewed. The ladies from Florida, as you're going to see later. It was like as if though there was a forest and a tree fell in the forest, and then by what they failed to put in the South Georgia news media networks to inform the general public, it was as if though they're telling us that the forest don't exist, let alone that the tree fell in the forest and that our children were beneath the tree when it fell. This is why we had better wake up, y'all. And if we can't wake up, then why should we allow our sons and daughters to go fight these wars when they should be fighting here in the United States of America, so all of our rights can be shared equally in the land of the free and the home of the brave, and according to the young ladies from the Spirit Home Project, in the home of too many graves.
Now, what I want to say is, I'm going to make it short because we got to go. We got to learn to stick together to get these people out of office. Sheriffs, coroners are elected officials. And in elected officials, their power comes from the people. And it's up to you, the people, to get them out of office. And let me tell you the difference between an elected official and a public elected official and an appointed official. An appointed official, due to his power and authority, lies to the people that appoint him, not to the people that elect him. The power in these people comes from the power in these elected officials comes from the people that elect them. Remember that. And I'm going to leave you with this. The Declaration of Independence clearly says, whenever the government becomes destructive of its means, the power reverts back to the people. And that's up to the people to alter, abolish, or institute a new government. Your day is coming. If you don't, if the Justice Department don't come in, all I can say, pastors, excuse my language, but this is in the Bible, all hell is finna break loose, and I'm gonna be the goddamn colonel.
I want to make sure that you all heard that, because a lot of the young people are beginning to feel what he just said. I don't agree with this type of approach, but we must understand that a lot of people they feel like they have done everything they could to do what is right. They have been humbled. They have been
Don't
nonviolent.
come in.
They have been nonviolent, and yet everything remains the same. So let's see what he said again about the Justice Department.
Whatever.
He is saying that if the Justice Department don't come in, that all hell is going to break loose. And those are powerful words. But I can understand why we can send our sons and daughters with blacks, whites, Jews, Protestant, Catholic, Muslims, holiness, Presbyterian, CME, AME, monks, all can come together. Seventh-day Adventists, Jehovah's Witnesses, all can go together and fight on battlefields in foreign countries. But when it comes down to being fair and equal and just to all people, we have a problem there. But people are beginning to become frustrated. So let's close out. Let's let Bobby close out with his words in his own way.
Government becomes destructive of his means. The power reverts back to the people. And that's up to the people to alter, abolish, or institute a new government. Your day is coming. If you don't, if the Justice Department don't come in, all I can say, pastors, excuse my language, but this is in the Bible, all hell is finna break loose. And I'm gonna be the goddamn colonel.
And all we can say, we want to thank DeAndre for being a beautiful MC. Not beautiful, he's just good.
All right, thank you for those words from Mr. Rhymes, also from our pastors, as well as Mr. Bobby Worthy, who represents the Justice League.
And so it is. And this is the Ghetto Free Press. I am who I am, and you are who you are. And we realize that St. John 8:32 says, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set and make you free. That's all we can do, y'all. Let us continue in the spirit of our ancestors of doing what is right. So when the history books unfold, they will say, there fought, and there lived, and there died a brave people, a respectable people, a honorable people. Once again, the Ghetto Free Press. Bye-bye. We're gone. And you didn't hear this on your TV stations, and you didn't read about it in the Valdosta Daily Times. In fact, it was as if though a tree fell into the forest, and then they tell us that the forest does not exist, and so the tree could not have fallen, yet our children were beneath the tree. They have another story to tell. But then again, who will report it, and who will stand up for the Jesus Christ of Nazareth? Bye-bye. We're gone.